What happens when you take a completely new player at GeoGuessr and team him up with the greatest GeoGuessr of all time? Let's find out.
You're blindfolded, right? Not me. I would be describing, right? Wait, what? You described to me?
I'm excited. I'm excited. All right, we're going pro. We got a couple.
You're gonna be pro within the next 2 hours.
Have you ever gotten a Snapchat from a girl?
No, this is Thailand. Nice. This is Israel. Nice. Lesotho. Nice.
Now it's my turn to go pro here. We got Rainbolt. Rainbolt, thank you so much for joining us. I'm a sponge when it comes to new gaming communities, but this one is so different right here. This is different than anything else I've ever done. This is going to be a challenge right here, but I feel you are the right coach for this, okay?
Within the next 2 hours, you're going to be a different man than the man you are right now. You're going to become a Google Maps legend. An important thing to realize about GeoGuessr is every single country that's on Google Maps is on GeoGuessr, but that's not every country in the world. So there's a bunch of privacy laws throughout different countries where they don't want Google roaming their streets. You'll see some countries here that are gray on the top where there's no coverage at all, so they can't even be a possible guess.
What does Trekker mean?
But Trekker is basically like a photosphere where like someone went through and just took photos of, like, it's just a camera of like someone on their backpack.
Oh, those countries have to be easy, yeah.
Trekker coverage is like GeoGuessr's players' like worst nightmare. It's actually harder. It's in the middle of nowhere, and we'll get to different metas of like you break it down by like what year the car was driving in that Street View country. So, and you have to like use that to identify countries as well. There's a bunch that goes into that we'll get to.
We click Chile here. So what are some of the things we want to look at?
Let's go to the road lines. In northern Chile, at least, it's super deserty. I mentioned previously that Chile is, if you were to describe it as like Minecraft, to be sand block, grass block, snow block, just like that. But something distinct about Chile is its road lines, where it's triple white. So it's a pretty distinct. And if you're in South America, you're going to have all white road lines.
All right. All right. This is the bollard you're talking about.
The famous bollards. Yeah. So each country has basically what bollards are. Each country has its distinct bollards. Yeah. Chile's an interesting one where I think it's like a less reliant bollard country where it has a couple other distinct, like the road lines are pretty distinct or just a general feel. If you want to get really meta deep here, we can talk about Chile's car. The only countries in South America that drive with a white car are Chile, Bolivia, and Peru. So if you turn around and you see a white car in South America, you have to be in either Chile, Peru, or Bolivia. You know, some people, there's some controversy. I don't like using that. It's, in my opinion, it's part of the game. So if you want to, play at the top level, you have to learn it. It's important to talk about the poles in Chile too.
Oh, okay.
Electricity poles, cell phone poles are like really big in identifying countries as well. Chile, it looks like this, where it's hollow with two sides on each side. So this is distinct to Chile.
Okay. Where next? Where do we go next?
Let's go Argentina.
So where? Argentina.
Yeah, right there.
Wait, did you just call it Arge?
Yeah.
Wait, do you guys have abbreviations for a lot of countries then, because speed. I mean, I get it because speed.
Now that I'm thinking about it, like maybe subconsciously I do.
Oh, this is a GeoGuessr right here. He called it Arge.
So basically when it looks blurred, it looks a little bit differently because obviously everything on Street View is blurred, or license plates and faces. There'll be a black dot in the blur. So if it's like white with a black dot in the middle and you think you're in South America, you're going to be in Argentina. You'll see it kind of resembles the US. So it's a pretty, even me, I sometimes get confused with like this right here kind of looks like pretty American, honestly. The road lines, they use the same road lines mainly as the US. That's where the black car comes in handy because you don't see the car in the USA.
Yeah, this is like middle America right here, It's like, so you look like you're driving through New Mexico on that one. Yeah, that's right outside. That's right in Colorado in the middle of summer.
Let's cover Peru. Two big distinct things that are going to really help you out in Peru are, one, they're black and white striped signs.
Oh.
That's a good way to tell the difference between northern Chile and southern Peru and Bolivia. The countries that have the black and white, the UAE also uses them. Malaysia and Sri Lanka also use them. But UAE and Peru drive right. So it's important to note that as well. Oh, tuk-tuks are extremely common in Peru as well. If you see these, in my opinion, you're going to be in either Peru, Philippines, or Sri Lanka, or Bangladesh. So if you see black on the back of signs, that's pretty distinct to Brazil.
Nice.
So this is called the Colombian Cross on the back of this sign right here. It's basically just a cross on the back of the sign that's distinct to Colo as well. If you see cows, go Uruguay. That's my biggest tip there.
Cows? Okay.
Big cows. If you see cows, just go Uruguay. It's foolproof.
Okay.
Yeah.
No matter what? Like, no matter what country, just cows in general. Like, Uruguay.
For the memes, yeah, do it, yeah.
I've never been to Europe. Have you ever been to Europe?
I have been to Europe. I've been on Street View, if that counts. Every country in Europe drives right besides 3, which is Ireland, UK, and Malta.
Let's go to Spain here.
The signage, well, one, if you see Spanish, I can't really read or like speak Spanish, but sometimes you can kind of get the vibes. The ladder poles in Europe are found in Portugal, Spain, France. Let's talk about immediately recognizing Europe. Scroll down a bit. To the license plates down a bit. You'll see that there's a blue strip on the left here. If you see a blue strip, that means you're going to be in the EU. So it's immediate. If you see a blurred blue strip, immediately you're somewhere in Europe. It's the only place in the world that has blue strips on their license plates. So like distinction between Portugal and other countries in Europe is it's the only country with a yellow and blue strip. So if you see a yellow strip, they actually got rid of that in like 2019 or 2020, but Street View hasn't updated yet, so it's still on official coverage.
Yeah, well, now we're learning a little bit. We're learning about things we need to start recognizing here. So why don't we just jump into a game and do it?
This is pretty much the map you use. Like the pros use it, the beginners use it. It's good distribution in countries, and it's a good way to learn if you're playing country streaks.
What's your fastest here?
So I don't know if I've ever tried like speedrunning 25K. I'm more of a country streak speedrunning, so it's like how fast can I get 50 countries in a row versus how fast can I get a perfect score. These people it's like a different play style completely. These people are different breeds, honestly.
Well, let's do this. I'm about to get it. The goal today is to get 10 countries in a row. That is our goal today. Come on, California. Come on, give me a picture of California. Okay, right off the bat, we got a very distinct black light pole, the white light. Do you already know where we're at?
Yes, and I think you do too.
You think I also know where we're at?
I think you do.
Oh, we have a.
If you look behind us.
Behind us?
Yep.
Oh, we got a white car.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, what was the first one we looked at was Chile. Oh my! Did we get Chile first?
Listen, I think you should just guess where.
Is this mid Chile right here? I'm going right there. That's my guess. Okay, well, you know what? Right country. Right country, wrong
That's one right
location.
there.
One.
Unscripted content right here. Okay,
so my first thought is this looks like somewhere in America. That's my very first thought, is that this looks like somewhere in America. That looks like an American road sign. Like this looks like the middle of the cut America. Like if I had to guess right now, we're somewhere in one of these middle states right now. That would be my logical guess. That's an all yellow license plate. A pool that's broken down. I mean, I don't know why, but this is screaming Nebraska to me, dude. I don't know if you've ever been there, but this is screaming Nebraska.
I take your word.
Do you know where this is right now?
I do, yeah.
Okay, so what was the distinct thing that you can tell? Like, do you not just know the country? Do you know kind of like its general area? What did you just see?
So if we look at the chevron, which is like the arrows that like we spawned in on, it's like black and yellow, which tells us we're going to be in North America, really. So you got that off the bat. And then there's a region of the U.S. that is distinct to these yellow plates that we looked at, or a state specifically that has yellow plates. In North America. Okay.
I don't know which. See, now this is. I don't know every state plate.
So, but cars can also travel, which is an unfortunate thing. So maybe they're on vacation in Nebraska. Maybe they went to Colorado.
I don't know. I'm gonna say West Virginia, just because like that's like their college has that look. So I'm gonna go with West Virginia here. Like this could definitely be in the cut, West Virginia. I'm gonna go with West Virginia. Where? Oh, up in Pennsylvania.
Should be New York, unless it's. No, wow, it's just traveling car.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a really good
we
sport.
were in West
Hey,
Springfield.
the USA is one of the hardest countries to guess, in my opinion. Like that's why in Chicago Geographer, the utmost respect to him because he's an absolute legend on USA.
2 for 2
That's,
on
hey, that's
countries.
solid.
2 for 2.
Hey, we're eight to go. Let's go.
Yeah, 2 for 2. I'm feeling pretty good. All right. You already know where we're at, right?
I'm in between two countries right now.
Okay,
Maybe if we go to this sign up, this blue sign, it might give us a language help.
Okay. Dvarsky Potok. Is that Polish? See if we can get a license plate in here. Okay, so we're somewhere in Europe because we have the blue streak, correct?
Yep. I'm not sure if you know your flags, but there's a flag behind us as well. And there is, if you see the sticker right here on this car, it's very common in Europe. If you look at this, there's a sticker they like to put their initials of their country on the flag right here. Or on the car.
Wow. So we are in Slovenia?
You might have to zoom in to see like a couple more country names.
Yeah. What do we got here? Slovakia. Is Slovenia a real country, or did I just make that up?
You did not make that up. It is a real country.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
All right. And we're gonna. This looks like kind of like a city to me. All right. So based purely off nothing, off no idea where the mountains are in Slovakia, I'm gonna say we're kind of in this area, and I'm gonna guess right there. Dang. Well, Slovenia is down there.
Yeah. Hey, your first instinct.
No, it was Slovenia. No.
Yeah. Your first instinct. It's okay.
I had it. I had my first instinct, and then I doubted that it was even a real country.
So let's see if we can see what side of the road we're driving on here, and that might help us.
All right. So we have a weird license plate. Can't really tell anything from that. Oh, beautiful trash. Yeah, go ahead.
This red blur is distinct to a country in Europe on the license plate. If I'm seeing it right, so which I actually do not believe to be this country, but it makes sense.
You said a red blur though, so it's a non-European Union.
So there's a blue strip with a blue strip with a red blur.
Oh,
if I'm seeing that right, it looked like a red blur.
And what did that say? Warnock. Is this Poland?
I'll say that's not Polish. I will say that.
So I'm going to go in Belgium then. I'm guessing Belgium.
Belgium.
Oh, wait. It is Belgium.
Right.
All right.
Yep.
Hey.
That's a dub.
Okay, right off the bat, and I don't know languages, but I feel like that is maybe in India.
So something important to remember too on Street View is that there's only a couple of countries featured in like the Middle East too, or in different languages like this.
Yeah.
So it's like Jordan, Israel are the two main ones. India only has checker coverage, which is usually pretty rare.
And we are looking at somewhere in, like southern Asia, Middle Eastern area. I did hit that, right?
Yes.
The thing I want to compliment right here is the this house's yard, just beautiful. Like they did great work on that,
Yeah, shout out to the gardener there.
Well, I'm gonna go with Israel here, actually. And based absolutely on knowing nothing about their personal geography, I'm gonna go with the southern part of Israel.
Let's go.
Oh, did we get it?
Yeah, you got it. You got all sorts of badges too. Let's go. That's a good score too. Yeah. What's our total score here? It has to be pretty good. Hey, 19K first game.
All right, one more.
Is it
the one you play? Is it very much like? Is it just like 3 seconds and it's gone and you're like you lose that custom map?
Yeah. So I play the same map you're playing right now.
Yeah.
So I just kind of guess in 3 seconds and then go to the next round like we just did and just keep playing. So this country is actually really
I'm like chasing this car. Yeah, I'm chasing this car, but it's also driving.
Yeah. This country has really unique privacy laws to where they have a low cam, which is like we like to call it in the community. There's 2 countries that have this low cam. Basically, due to privacy laws, they had to make their camera lower so it doesn't look over people's fences and things like that. So you'll feel low in this country. Usually you get a wide blur.
Okay, that's
very beautiful, though.
interesting. I was gonna say, this country's gorgeous. Right off the bat. What are the two countries then with that particular cam?
Yeah, so that's either Japan or Switzerland.
Okay, just looking at it, unless we're on the northern island of Japan, I'm going to guess Switzerland then. And we're just gonna go, you know what? I feel like we're in the cut. I'm gonna go right there.
In the cut. Nice.
Okay. Yeah, we'll take that. All right. I see Spanish.
Yep. We also have a bollard. Which is helpful.
We do have a bollard.
If you look at the front of it, you might recognize it.
You would think I wrote it.
That was not what I was expecting to see, but that's okay.
I knew we should have studied these better. Oh well, that looks like Europe. So we have to be in Spain.
We have two colors on this plate too. We have a blue and a yellow.
Blue and yellow. Like. Yellow's distinct to another country. I'm just going to assume that's Spain and hope I'm right because I'm saying Spanish here, and I'm trying to think of any other European countries that speak Spanish. I don't know any. Is there anything else I can use? There's the pole. Oh man! All right. Well, I'm going Spain, but I feel like you're trying to guide me away from it.
No, listen. Trust your instinct.
I feel like you're trying to guide me away from it. All right. We're also we're this looks like southern. I'm gonna go southern Spain, kind of in the cut, away from any sort of highway. Boom. Oh, Portugal. It was Portuguese.
Portuguese, yeah. It's still a good score, though. It's still a good score.
And I'm looking at this advertisement here on this. Wait, where'd you go? Lots going on here. Look at this phone number. This is I thought that was one whole long phone number. I'm going to say we're in Brazil. I'm going to say we're in Brazil, considering this car is telling me we're in Brazil.
Cars can travel, but I liked your instinct there.
Yeah, I mean, I do agree. Cars could travel, but to me, this looks like, and we've all seen them, you know what I mean? It's a local business owner, right? Trying to advertise for their business, trying to drum up a little bit business here. They got the .br, which I know is also Brazil, a website, you know, right here. This is not a guy. You're not traveling with this car, even though a Volkswagen, you know, a little Jetta, great travel car, love it, you know what I mean? But I don't think you're traveling with that particular car right there. Side note, have you ever, and this is a completely personal question that probably won't make the broadcast, but have you ever seen anything really funny on Google Street Maps? Like you're sitting here doing this and you look and you're like, oh my God, that guy's naked, or like, you know, that person's, you know, like something like that.
Yeah. Unfortunately, one too many times. But
well, you know, this feels like a city, not a huge city. You know what I mean? I'm trying to see if there's just happened to be like a city sign somewhere here in Brazil. I'm trying to get these points. Okay, we're gonna go right there. Boom. Okay, we were not close, but there it is.
That's close for Brazil standards, in my opinion. We'll take that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Ooh. Ooh.
This is a fun one.
Ooh.
We think.
Ooh. Yeah. Do you know this one right away?
Yeah.
This is white lines. So this is the one. So it's not America because we have yellow lines, correct? Or is that not true in every state?
For the most part, yeah. America uses yellow inner lines, white outer. I'm not sure. Usually, this country has a white car, but the big giveaway here is kind of the road lines are pretty distinct to this country with the overall landscape, and we have Gen 2 coverage, which is like 2000. Like 9 through 11 coverage of.
How do you know that? Is it like the quality of picture?
Just the quality of the image. Yeah, it's just like you have a wide blur in the sky, and we were in Gen 4, which actually just got updated a couple of weeks ago. So it's like a really exciting thing in the community when you get new you get to see a country at better quality. You're like, oh, finally. But yeah, this country is usually known for its Generation 2 coverage. If you look at the sun, like let's just look straight into the eyes of the sun. You can see that your compass is going north, which means that we're going to be in the southern hemisphere. If the sun is in the south, it means we're going to be in the northern hemisphere. So we can tell that we're going to be in the southern hemisphere here, based off the sun.
Okay, well, this might sound weird, but I'm going somewhere in Australia right now. I'm feeling Australia. Now, I don't know why, but I know they drive. Wait, don't they drive on the left side of the road?
Australia.
I know New Zealand drives on the. Yeah, I know New Zealand drives on the left side of the road, so I'm assuming Australia drives on the left side of the road. Again, I only know that because of snowboarding videos. But they're really coming in handy right now, I must say.
Yeah. That's a new meta. Just watch snowboard and you'll learn about
Well, they travel to so many different countries, you know what I mean, in snowboarding videos. Yeah. That's all. This is how I picture Australia. When I picture it in my mind, there's just a lot of nothing. If there was like some sort of giant creature that could attack me, the reason I'm not, I might be more confident, like a giant bat or something. Yeah. So I'm gonna go with somewhere in Australia. We're somewhere kind of not quite the outback, but pretty close. I'll go like right there in Australia. That's gonna be my guess. No, it's South Africa.
Yeah, South Africa. It's that's actually one of the most common mistakes I made for like months when I first started learning. It's pretty distinct difference between South Africa, or it's pretty hard to tell the difference immediately. I will say it's South Africa or Australia uses all white road lines usually, and South Africa does have yellow. So that's one thing you can look for if you're in between the countries, is if it has triple white road lines, white outer, white inner, you're gonna be in Australia. If you're in between the two.
8 for 10. Our streak is at 0.
So yeah, this
got halfway there. That was 5.
That's a dub, honestly. I was trying to manifest a 10. We'll get there. I didn't mention this bollard in passing around how I thought it was the most pristine bollard in any country. So that might be a hint off the bat.
Oh, wait, where is this bollard?
There might be some. Yeah, here's one right here. Yeah, it's pretty beautiful in my opinion.
And we're driving on the left side of the road.
We should be driving right.
Oh wait, we should be driving right? Am I? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. Yeah, we're driving on the right side of the road. I know that. So that's a beautiful bollard. We're driving on the right side of the road.
And this country shares its bollard with another country. But pretty similar countries.
I mean, there's a picture of beer. This feels, I don't know why, but this feels German to me, just because of the beer.
Mm.
Yeah, and this feels like Oktoberfesty.
Oktoberfesty, I like it.
It does.
Germany's
does it not?
Yeah, it does. It feels very Deutschland. I will say that.
Yeah.
One thing about Germany is it's one of the most strict countries in privacy laws. They haven't updated their street view since 2009 because they don't want a bunch of different privacy reasons around the country. So in the community, we like to call Germany Blurmany because most of the houses are blurred for privacy. So that's a good tell that you're going to be in Blurmany. Yeah, so if you ever see a bunch of pixels blurred, that's a good sign that you're in Deutschland.
We are in Europe. Just looking at the license plates, it's very green here, very lush. They like booze. They, they were drinking beer. Oh, street pole. I don't know what it is, but this does not feel like this is a sturdy street pole. I know that's a bend in the picture, but
yeah.
I'm gonna go I feel like it's somewhere in this area: Liechtenstein, Austria. What is this?
It's Czechia.
Czechia?
Czechia. Yep.
It used to Czechia? Okay.
Yep.
It used to be Czechoslovakia, right?
Czechoslovakia.
Yep.
Yep.
Czechoslovakia, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's all coming back to me now.
It's all coming back.
Yeah, or Hungary, or one. It's somewhere in that vicinity. Ooh, a trolley again reminds me of Sound of Music again. I don't know why, but I'm really leaning towards Austria here. I think I'm gonna go with Austria, in the middle of Austria. No, that's close. That was in the area.
Close. Hey, you're consistently picking up points, which I think is a sign of good things, honestly.
The South Africa Australia one.
That's a very common misconception, though.